liberty and justice for all.
All right. Can I get approval of the agenda?
Chair, move to approve the agenda.
Hold on. Can we do first public comment?
Oh, right.
Skipped a
My
minute.
bad.
You're good.
Never mind.
So, we open up public comment. Do I have anybody that wishes to speak? I see none. I close public comment. Now may I get approval of the agenda?
I'll make that motion. Move to approve the agenda.
I'll second.
All right. Do we have any more discussion on it?
Oops,
Mr.
wait.
Rodriguez Elkins
Yes,
did it first.
No.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
That totally
did.
was delayed there. So I guess I motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
I'll
Sorry,
second. I'll second the motion.
it was a delay.
Do we have any further discussion? Cast your vote. All right, passes. And may I get an approval of the minutes?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the minutes of the Planning Commission study session held on Tuesday, May 15th, 2024, and the Planning Commission meeting held on Thursday, May 16th.
Second. All right, got a motion by Commissioner Kramer, a second by Commissioner Pritzo. Vote. Any more further discussion? Oh, let's vote. It passes unanimously. All right, now we're up for PCN 06024-CU24-008.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, members of the Planning Commission. For the record, Scott Carey, Senior Planner. Happy summer solstice. Tonight for the Commission's consideration is a conditional use permit to allow for a gymnasium and health club use with extended hours starting at 5 a.m. at the inside the Los Altos Crossing Shopping Center. The subject site is located in the shopping center, which is at Los Altos and Sparks Boulevard. It's within an existing building in the center part of the structure now, or it's part of the center now. This 9,600 square foot building was originally constructed through the administrative review process in 2008. The subject site is part of the overall Kiley Ranch South plan development, which governs its approved uses. Gymnasium and health club use does require a conditional use permit per the handbook. The handbook also restricts the hours of operation for any use within this shopping center to 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., 7 days a week. The handbook also allows for uses to operate outside of these shopping center restrictions with a conditional use permit. The applicant is requesting to start the proposed use at 5 a.m. It is staff's opinion that the proposed gymnasium and health club use is different than a typical fitness center use. All fitness activities in conjunction with this proposed use are done inside of a classroom only setting, are restricted to members only, and all activities are restricted to class hours within the building. There are no public or open gym hours. So for this proposed conditional use permit, there were three areas that staff carefully analyzed with this proposed conditional use permit. The first one was the requested hours of operation. As I mentioned before, the handbook does restrict the hours of any use from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. The applicant's asking to go an hour earlier. Staff finds this 5 a.m. start reasonable and believes that the existing landscaping design of the building will help mitigate any potential land use impacts from the proposed use. The second issue we took a close look at is parking. The Kylie Ranch South Handbook defers to Sparks Municipal Code with respect to the parking requirements. One parking space is required for every 150 square feet of fitness center use. For the proposed 2,600 square foot fitness center use, the code requires a total of 18 parking spaces. According to the cumulative parking analysis submitted by the applicant, for all of the existing uses and the proposed fitness center use, 143 parking spaces are required. On the site today, there are approximately 324 spaces constructed today. Another important consideration that staff took a look at with this request is future development of the shopping center. As the commission's well aware, we are anticipating future development. Today, there's 26,000 square feet of commercial buildings that exist on the site. The overall development concept envisioned about 93,000 square feet and a total of 444 parking spaces. Essentially, it's staff's estimation that there is sufficient parking to meet the proposed use and that it would not impact current uses or restrict future development of the shopping center. The third issue that staff carefully analyzed with this conditional use permit request is landscaping. This is an exhibit from the Kylie Ranch South Handbook. One of the things that staff took a careful look at was there's adjacent single-family uses to the north of the subject site. One of the things with the handbook is that it requires a 75-foot buffer between the commercial building and the existing single family. It also requires a 6-foot masonry wall along with a 3-foot elevated landscape berm with mature evergreen trees. Staff believes that the existing landscaping berm and the condition of the landscaping is sufficient to mitigate any proposed impacts from the requested hours of operation. So there are 5 findings that the Planning Commission is being asked to make tonight with respect to this proposed conditional use permit. The first one is in compliance with the comprehensive plan. The subject site was assigned a commercial land use in the city's latest comprehensive plan update, and we believe that the proposed facility will help support goal MG1, MG2, and policy EV8. Staff will note that the applicant has expressed that there's a need for an early morning fitness center in this part of the city. Staff believes that this will help advance policy EV8, which will support private investment that will provide a new service in this area and that can help improve quality of life for current and new residents to the city. The second finding is compatible with existing and permitted uses on adjacent properties. To the south, east, and west of the subject site are planned future commercial buildings as part of the Los Altos Shopping Center. To the north, as I mentioned before, is existing single-family residential. During the site plan review process for this existing building where this facility is proposed to be, staff worked closely with the developer to ensure compatibility. And staff believes that the design and layout of the center with the center and the landscaping throughout the center can mitigate and provide for compatibility with the surrounding uses. The third finding is natural resources. The subject site has been developed as a commercial building since 2008, and it was previously considered for potential impairment of natural resources when the site was assigned a commercial land use designation as part of the city's 2021 update to the comprehensive plan. Staff does not believe that the proposed conditional use permit request will negatively impact natural resources in the region. The fourth finding is a condition to address impacts. There were 2 areas that staff carefully looked at. The first one was the proposed hours of operation. As mentioned previously, the applicant is requesting a 5 a.m. Start. And according to the applicant, the facility will be open to the public from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Friday, and 7:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Saturday through Sunday. Staff finds that the 5 a.m. start request is reasonable and believes that the existing landscaping and design of the building can mitigate any potential land use impacts with the requested extended hours of operation. The second issue is staff carefully analyzed is landscaping. Here's some photos of the existing landscaping. This is a highlight showing the buffer between the single-family residential to the north. Staff believes that the landscaping throughout the center has been well maintained and is doing its job as it was intended to do. One condition of approval, number 7, requires that the landscaping continue to be maintained in this condition throughout the life of the project. One other issue related to landscaping that staff noticed during a recent site inspection is that there were approximately 3 small bushes missing in the courtyard area to the east. Proposed condition number 6 requires the replacement of any missing landscaping in this area. And so staff will note for the record, we're looking at two missing shrubs here and in this planting area there. And so we would ask with that condition of approval that those be replaced to comparable sized shrub. So the fifth finding is public notice. Public notice was published in the Reno Gazette-Journal on June 4th. Notices were also mailed to approximately 80 property owners within 500 feet of the subject property on this same date. The Planning Commission functions as a public hearing for this request. Staff has received no public comments regarding this request. Overall, staff believes that the unique nature of the proposed fitness or gym and health use and availability of parking, the existing landscaping on the site provide for compatibility and mitigate a lot of the land use planning concerns with this project. Staff believes that the proposed project can help bring vibrancy and new activity to this shopping center, which would be welcomed in this area of the city. And staff is recommending approval subject to the conditions of approval. With that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Scott. Commissioners, do we have any questions for staff? No. Is the applicant here? Do you want to add anything to what Scott did? Okay. I see none. So let's go to motions. This is a public hearing item. Does the public wish to comment on it? I see none. I'll close public hearing. I'll entertain a motion to approve or disapprove.
Mr. Chair, make a motion. I move to approve the conditional use permit PCN 06024/CU24-0008, a request for conditional use permit to allow for gymnasium and health club use with extended operating hours starting at 5 a.m. in a 2,649 square foot tenant space within an existing building located in the Los Altos Crossing Shopping Center located at 5318 Sparks Boulevard, Sparks, Nevada, APN 516-38039, based on findings C1 through C5 and the facts supporting these findings as set forth in the staff report and subject to the 7 conditions of approval as listed in the staff. Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Commissioner Kramer, a second by Rodriguez Elkins. Do we have any further discussion? All right, let's cast your vote. The motion passes unanimously.
Welcome to Sparks.
It's exciting.
Very exciting to have something else.
We don't have any general business, so open it up to public comments again. Anybody from the public wish to speak again? I see none. Oh, I close public comment. Any announcements, presentations? Commissioners, do we have any comments, any announcements? Nope. I can adjourn this meeting.
I'm not going to stop you.
Congratulations. Thank you.